The freezing wind slammed into MrBeast's face as the ship rocked violently over the icy waves. He clutched the wooden railing, staring ahead at a shadowy coastline. "What did I sign up for?" he muttered, half laughing, half terrified. Behind him, towering Vikings banged their shields, chanting war songs in a language he couldn't understand. The plan was simple: survive 24 hours living as a real Viking. But standing here soaked, freezing, surrounded by warriors with axes bigger than his torso, it didn't feel simple at all. Suddenly, the ship rammed into the shore with a heavy crunch. A horn blew from the cliff's deep, echoing haunting. "Welcome to the North," a Viking growled behind him, slapping MrBeast's shoulder so hard he almost face-planted. And that's how it began the wildest, most dangerous adventure of his life. MrBeast stumbled off the ship, his sneakers sinking into freezing mud. Dozens of Vikings stood waiting. Their eyes scanned him, some curious, some amused, but most unimpressed. A towering Viking with a braided beard stepped forward. His fur cloak dragged behind him, and in his hand was an axe the size of a car door. "You are the YouTube warrior?" he asked, voice deep as thunder. MrBeast forced a smile. "Yep, that's me. Totally a warrior. Very dangerous." The Vikings laughed, a deep, rumbling laughter that echoed across the cliffs. "If you wish to join our tribe," the bearded Viking declared, "you must first prove yourself." "Uh-oh," MrBeast gulped. Suddenly, a group dragged something out of the woods, a massive log, easily the size of a telephone pole. "Carry it across the fjord," the Viking said, "or go home." MrBeast stared at the massive log like it was a bad joke. "No way. This thing weighs more than my car," he whispered. A Viking shoved a leather strap into his hands. "Tie it. Drag it. Prove you're not weak like the monks from the south." The Viking grinned. MrBeast sighed, wrapped the strap around his waist, and pulled. Nothing. The log didn't budge an inch. The Vikings burst into laughter. "Come on, Jimmy. Focus," he muttered, wiping sweat despite the freezing air. Gritting his teeth, MrBeast leaned forward, legs shaking, veins bulging. Inch by inch. The log started to move. The Vikings stopped laughing. Their eyes widened as MrBeast dragged the monstrous log over the muddy shore step by step toward the fjord. Mud splashed everywhere as MrBeast dragged the giant log closer to the icy water. His shoes were soaked, his hands blistered, but he refused to give up. "Move! Move! Move!" he shouted, pulling with everything he had. The log slid inch by inch, scraping through mud rocks and frost. Suddenly, a Viking child ran up cheering. "The YouTube man! He's doing it!" More villagers appeared, climbing onto rocks, watching with wide eyes. MrBeast's knees buckled, but he gritted his teeth and pushed through. One final pull, the log crashed into the icy fjord with a loud splash. The Vikings erupted into cheers, banging shields, stomping the ground. The leader clapped his massive hand on MrBeast's back. "You are no weakling. You may join us." The Vikings led MrBeast toward the village, a cluster of wooden longhouses with thick grass roofs. Smoke curled from chimney holes and the smell of roasted meat filled the icy air. Children ran barefoot through the snow, chasing each other with wooden swords. A Viking woman handed MrBeast a fur cloak. "Wear this, or freeze." Grateful, he wrapped it around himself, feeling the warmth seep in. Now the leader growled the feast, but first, the blood oath. MrBeast blinked. Wait, blood what? The Vikings formed a circle around a large stone altar. On it lay a ceremonial blade, an iron bowl, and a drinking horn. "Cut your palm," the leader said. "Mix your blood with ours. Then, you're one of us." MrBeast swallowed hard. "This is getting real." MrBeast stared at the ceremonial blade, his hand trembling slightly. "Do I really have to do this?" he asked, glancing at the leader. The Viking leader grinned. "Vikings do not fake brotherhood." Taking a deep breath, MrBeast grabbed the blade, pressed it to his palm, and winced as he made a quick cut. Blood trickled down into the iron bowl. One by one, the Vikings stepped forward, cutting their own palms, letting their blood mix with his. The leader raised the bowl high. From this day, you are one of us. The Vikings roared in approval, banging shields, stomping feet. MrBeast couldn't help but laugh, holding up his bandaged hand. Okay, I guess I'm officially a Viking now. Now. The feast, the leader bellowed. Long tables were set under the open sky, piled high with roasted meats, fish bread, and barrels of mead. MrBeast sat between two burly Vikings, both already halfway through gnawing on giant turkey legs. Eat, drink. You earned it, one shouted, slamming a mug into MrBeast's hand. He took a sip, instantly coughed. That's not soda. Laughter erupted all around. A group of Viking women performed a dance, stomping their boots, clapping to the rhythm of a war drum. Suddenly, the music stopped. A warrior stood and slammed his axe into the table. It is time for the trial of strength. The Vikings cheered wildly. MrBeast blinked. Trial of what now? You fight him. The warrior pointed to the biggest Viking MrBeast had ever seen. The crowd formed a massive circle in the snowy clearing. MrBeast stood in the center, staring up at his opponent, a mountain of a man named Bjorn. Bjorn crossed his arms, muscles bulging under layers of fur and leather. Rules? MrBeast asked nervously. The Viking leader chuckled. No killing, no weapons. First to touch the snow with his back loses. MrBeast gulped. Cool. Totally fine. A horn blasted. Bjorn lunged. MrBeast sidestepped, barely dodging the first tackle. The crowd roared. Bjorn spun fast for a man his size, grabbing MrBeast and lifting him off the ground like a sack of potatoes. Oh no, oh no. MrBeast gasped, flailing in the air, as the giant prepared to slam him down. MrBeast twisted desperately, flailing his arms. Think! Think! He gasped as Bjorn prepared to slam him down. Then, an idea. MrBeast kicked his legs forward, shifted his weight, and with a sudden twist, flipped himself behind Bjorn's massive shoulder. The giant stumbled off balance. Now, MrBeast screamed. He grabbed Bjorn's thick belt, threw all his weight backward, and yanked. Bjorn's feet slipped on the icy snow. His arms flailed. With a thunderous crash, the giant Viking fell backward, landing flat back first into the snow. Silence. For one stunned second then, the entire crowd erupted in screams, cheers, and laughter. Bjorn groaned, blinking up at the gray sky, then burst out laughing. He sat up, grabbed MrBeast's hand, and pulled him into a massive bear hug. You fight like a true Viking! Bjorn roared, slapping MrBeast's back so hard he nearly face-planted again. The leader raised his axe high. From this day, Jimmy the Viking joins our tribe forever. The crowd exploded in cheers, stamping feet, banging shields. MrBeast grinned, breathing hard. This might be the craziest thing I've ever done. As the sun set behind the snowy mountains, the Vikings hoisted MrBeast onto their shoulders. They paraded him through the village, singing, laughing, handing him more roasted meat and mead. Fire pits lit up the night as the tribe celebrated, dancing under the stars. And as MrBeast looked around, surrounded by laughter, fire, and brotherhood, he realized this wasn't just a challenge. It was a memory for life.